It's your boy, Quiz, yo. What's up, YouTube? You know who it is. It's your boy, Quiz, yo. I'm here again. This guy right here is incredible. He found another way to like beat the meta. Like basically, this is going second Mermails. So after like people like now y'all want to go in second. So this guy, me and him, we discovered how to beat the meta like going second, and we're gonna get right into it and let him explain some little card choices to y'all.
Yeah, so a lot of the monster lineup like kind of stayed the same from the other profile that I showed. It's just like Sean said, this is like way more consistent, and I feel like people are probably tired of seeing like the Mermail build-a-board lists at this point. So this is something that competes with the meta, and you just try to kill them. Like that's the goal of this deck. So the Mermails, I still play the same ratio: 3 Teus, 2 Megalo, a Pike, and a Gund. None of this really needed to change. You don't want to play stuff like Mander or Dine, Turge, because with this, it's like pretty straightforward. You're just trying to search the key pieces.
Because you going second, remember that.
Atlanteans, 3 and 3, that will always be that. 2 and 1. This is still good against back row, obviously we're going second. But it's also for the Diva, Megalo, TK. I contemplated playing 3 of this, but it's just some matchups you don't want to see a third, and they get kind of cloggy, so that's a good ratio still that I like. For your normal summons that are like pseudo Atlanteans, 3 Diva, this should be in like every Mermail deck list. It does suck when it gets like impermed or something, but it's just way too good of a card, and it does like so much in this deck now. I guess I should also add, this is before Eternity Code stuff. This will change a little bit when that comes out, but for breaking boards, 3 Gamma Seal. I think you should max out on pretty much all of the going second cards. You want to see them, like any of the go second cards, like Evenly Matched, Lightning Storm, Gamma Seal, they all, like in conjunction with a good normal summon, allow you to kill your opponent. So this gets rid of their negates. And then for the tuners for Needle Fiber, 1 and 1, I wanted to cut down, and this is a Needle Fiber tuner, but I wanted to cut this down from 2 because you want to minimize the number of bricks that you have going second. Yeah. And then me and Sean decided it's still worth playing this. It's an additional body, and it knocks 2 cards out of their hand, so there's really no reason to not play it in any of your Mermail lists. And for the spells, I'm on the Mermail of Greed train as of now. Sean kind of showed me this card, and I like that you can shuffle back your bricks, like the extra Gamma Seals, the Atlanteans that you don't need, and draw 3 more cards. It's really important in this build because you want to see your spell and trap cards, obviously. Like, that's the point of the deck, is like the powerful spells and traps to break their boards. So this card helps you see those, and they often do not negate this card with their spell or trap negates.
Wonder why? Because it's not a cost, and they like it doesn't like it's not a threat, so they don't. They just okay, go ahead, draw 3 different cards, but they don't know your cards you draw into like it's dangerous.
Yeah, and that's where these come into play. So 3 Lightning Storm. A lot of people still leave their stuff in attack mode, especially like Link monsters. Obviously, they can't be in defense, but people haven't gotten in the habit of leaving their good like Synchros and Exceeds in defense. So this steals games that way. It also can bait negates. And then we decided on 2 and 2 of these. A lot of people are starting to main deck this card, and the reason we decided this ratio is the Adamancipator deck. When we won the die roll, we were winning. When we lost the die roll and they got to go first, this card is just so hard to beat when they have this and their IP on the field. So these cards right here, just in conjunction, help you out the board without making your battle phase. Same with the Gamma Seal in the deck. Yeah, so that card's just like super unfair against Mermail. And then for my other spells, I still played the 2 1-ofs. That's an extender and a a combo starter, and then obviously the same extender and combo starter. Because if you lose the die roll and for whatever reason they want you to go first, you can still do your standard Mermail combo with the negate board. And for every going second deck, you play 3 evenly matched. Just helps break the boards and like stabilizes the game state, I guess.
So like earlier when you, so like we was playing against that rock deck wherever, and like, you know, you had evenly, lightning storm, like, and
yeah, I had Gamecill, Evenly, Lightning Storm, and Mystic Mine, and it literally was because of this card. I want to say it was this and a Pike, or it might have been this and a Marksman. I shuffled them back, and my draw was literally Lightning Storm, Gamecill, Mystic Mine.
Yeah, and your other 2 cards was Taze and Dragoons. Like, that was insane.
Yeah. You can break any board with that for sure. Extra deck has changed quite a bit for this build, obviously. Some of my links are still the same. Like with the build-a-boards, you want to still play Appaloosa because you can still do your normal like Mermail negate boards. Oral Sword, you have to play in this version. I know in my last deck list I was talking about like cutting this because Mermail can kill easily, but you need this as an option in this list. Nemone and Lacia and Needle Fiber, these are like must-haves in every Mermail deck list. I say that every profile because it's true. And then the 2 spicy cards for this one are Dagda and Arashima. So I'm sure you can kind of guess where my side deck's going with the Dagda, but Arashima allows you to do like the 1-card combos when they make you go first for the Bahamut Shark or the Dweller, and then set like with traps in the back row. That's just a pretty strong opening. XYZs, I play the same 4 as my last list. This like rarely changes with me, but all these are needed. They all have their own utility. Yeah, there's not really much to say about that. This card's really good against Adamanticator, we found out today. Synchros, I made a couple of changes. Shout out to Sean for literally all 3 of these. I wasn't playing any of these. But yeah, this little combo that he came up with is like super neat with this and Pike. And then we decided to put this in the extra deck for the, like the, not Lancia, the Scythe and the Sanctum.
So tell people how many times you open with Pike and Diva, even though you were on 1 Pike, and then it's like you have no other play, and like it was combo for combo, and then you had like back row because it was like basically over. Like
yeah,
that combo was insane.
We play tested all day. That probably happened like 4 or 5 times. Like I did that little play. And it won me a lot of games. Also, like I know he showed in his profile, but you can sync her up with this into this guy. It's just like super utility. That's it for the extra. Side deck is like super spicy also. So I'm playing 1 Moral Talk and 1 Scythe. A lot of people don't play this, they'll play like 2 of this, but with us playing Dagda and the Sanctums, I wanted to have like a non-targeting destruction as well as like the option to just shut off their extra deck. So that's why I would play 1 and 1, and then 1 Pankratops. This is obviously out 1 or outside more, but it's just like really good against back row decks and just like when you know you're going to go second. This card is like super spicy. My theory behind this, when they see like your main deck, they're going to assume that you need to play first, like your side deck's not built, or they need to make you play first because your side deck's not built to like optimize for game 2 and 3. So this, in theory, they make you go first, you activate Heat Wave, and it's like you're playing second from that point on. Because like most of the top tier decks, unless you're playing against the back row decks, which you wouldn't side this in against, just lose at that point. You just play this, they can't commit anything to the field except setting 1 monster and back row if they play it, and then your deck's built to go second, so you're going to kill them next turn. 3 of these. Sean and I talked about this a lot too. In hindsight, one of these would be Twin Twister, just for like Mystic Mine, the Prohibition stuff, because they see that you play Cyclone, like they Judgment it, they're going to think that you only play Cyclones. So 2 and 1, whichever you prefer. You could do 2 Twisters and 1 Cyclone or vice versa, but I think this is just better against Eldritch, so I'd play 2 and 1. These are still in here. Judgments for when I go first, backed up with Sanctums. And the theory behind this was, if we went first, drawing any of these, like any combination of two of these is pretty much lights out for them. If you draw this and this, like you are guaranteed that they're not gonna be able to play. Same with this and this.
And so basically, he saw 10 cards, like the Dark Lure and More, Mystic Mind, Lightning Storm Evening Match. He put these in going first. If he can like guess, if he guess, like he knows he's gonna go first, but they been making him go first, and he just slaughtered them. He make a field with Judgment or Sanctum, or he just under 4 summons with Sanctum, and he just passed, and then they just stuck, you know, with Solemn. Well, he had Solemn. So also shout out to him with the Solemns, and because now I'm selling Solemns, and I beat the Answer like the Rock deck like 4 times in a row. Like it's insane. Every time I side, they made me go first. I just had Solemn, and it was over. He had Dark Lure and More, Solemn, and he just couldn't play, you know. So I like Solemn right now, and also stop that normal summon. You stop that, is a big play. So just think about that.
Yep, that's pretty much it. Like I said, I'll have like the rest of my cards should be here Wednesday. We literally were like play testing, and I checked my email, and my Deep Sea Arias are like in my mailbox now, but they didn't send all my other ones. So if Sean wants to host me on his channel again, I'll have all that stuff sometime next week. And I mean, you know him. Builds are always changing, so he's gonna have a new list, new combos coming. So yeah.
Yeah. So if y'all enjoy the videos, please leave a like, comment, subscribe. Way out, y'all. You know, I can keep you know, showing y'all good content. I got a nicey spicy combo. I showed this guy. He knows it's coming. So I did show him. He really appreciated it. It's with the new cards that came out this new set, and I think y'all will enjoy it, because you know, nobody don't know, like using bricks also can make good hands. So my next video, my combo video, I'll be showing you how to make combos with a brick hand or a dead hand, and so
to the untrained eye, a dead hand.
Yes, with the trained eye. So just smash that like button, and until then, your boy's out. Quiz, yo.